It is a beautiful rainy day here in Ghana. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so I thought I'd do something for the beginner slash intermediate player. This is a very common song you'll find everywhere on music days, different versions by different people. But this, I think, is the original way of playing it. For you guys who are more advanced and want to play it more advanced, subscribe to this channel, because after this, I'm going to post a more advanced way to play it. How sweet is the sound, you know? You get the point. So for you beginners, we need to take it from step one. Okay, so here we go. By the way, this is my Yamaha S830. I'm going to do a review on a couple of them, so stay tuned for that. My favorite is the FG830. Okay, so I'm going to review all those for you guys. So stay tuned for that. All right, so here we go. Originally, the song was in 3/4. So if you don't know what 3/4 is, that's understandable. I never knew what that was until I studied a bit of time signature in music. So it's just counting 1 to 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So no fancy strumming here. It's just straight down strokes. We're going to take a look at the right hand in a minute. Your first chord is going to be the C major. Okay. Next chord is going to be C7. Just put your pinky on the G string. Okay. Then from there, we're going to F major 7. So from your C, just drop these 2 fingers down like that. Okay. You have your F major 7. Come back to the C by lifting those 2 fingers down there. Okay. And then next will be A minor. Next will be a D major. Next will be a G. Okay. I recommend this G because from this we're going to switch to the G7, which looks and sounds like so. See that? It's much easier to do that. Okay. Now, if you've made it up to this point, you are pretty much done with the song, because the rest of the progression is actually the same, the repetition of the same chords. Okay. So let me play everything in context in 3/4, like I was saying before. So that should look and sound like so. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. It's that easy. Okay, so a quick recap. It was a C to C7, right? And then I went to the F major 7, back to C. Then I went to A minor, and then I went to a D major, right? I went to G and went to G7. Okay, so this is pretty much what the progression is all about. And now from here, I once was lost, restart again from the C. I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind. Now from the A minor, okay, don't go to the D major like we did before. From the A minor, go straight to G. But now to F major 7, I see. And then end on your C. Okay. Okay, so if you are still wondering what I was doing with my right hand, here is a full view. I was just doing down, down, down. Okay, so it was nothing, that wasn't rocket science, right? It's just down, down, down strokes. Okay, so if you're an absolute beginner, of course you need to work on your chord, the clarity of your chords. But if you're playing for maybe a month, I think this shouldn't be hard for you. Yes. But if you think this is already a mouthful, you could, pause the video, go learn it, and come and continue with the video. Okay, so I'm trying to make this video as valuable as possible, not just for the beginner, but also the intermediate player. So if you had to play this in a different key, okay, that happens a lot, where you want to play a song and the key doesn't seem to be favorable for everyone. All right, so let's say you had to play this in the key of G and you had no capo. If you had a capo, you could just bring it up and play in C. But if you had no capo, you should be equipped for situations like that. So let's look at the same progression. Let me shift here so you can see my left hand well. All right, so we are going to transpose everything to the key of G. Now in the key of C, we started with C and then switched it to a C7, right? So if you're in the key of G, your 1 or your do is going to be G. Okay? Amazing. Now remember, in the key of C, we played G as our 5 and we switched it to that, right? So in the key of G, it's as simple as doing that. So amazing grace, right? So that's G7. Now we're going to the 4, which is going to be a C. How sweet. Back to the G, the sound. That's safe, that will be the 6, so that will be E minor. And in the key of C, we played the 2 as a major chord, right? So the 2 in the key of G is actually A minor, but we're going to play A major. Okay, so the 5, which is D. Now in the key of C, we play the 5, and then we played it as a G7, right? In the key of G, this is your 5. Now we're going to switch to, there you have your D7. Okay, so first string, third string, and then index is on the second string at the first fret. You can see that. Okay, so if you got it up to this point, once again, just repeat the same thing. All right, in fact, let me take it from the top up to this point, so I think just to make it clearer for you. So here we go. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Repeat the same thing. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, straight to D, but now I see. C major. All right, so that is it for G. You can rewind the video if you have to. So let's say you had to play it in a different key. The folks you are playing for are like, we still don't want to sing in G. G isn't good for us, C isn't good for us. So we want a key of D. Okay, no problem. So this will be your 1. Okay, this is your D. Remember, we always play the first chord and then switch the same chord to a 7. Okay, you could call it a dominant 7. So amazing grace. So it's pretty much a repetition of the chords, but in they become different numbers in different keys, right? So amazing grace. Okay, so that was a D to a D7. And we're going to the 4. How sweet your G. Or you can play this if you want. Back to the D, the sound. To the 6, that C. Now here comes the dreaded bar chord that most beginners are scared of. Okay, but just work on it. If you have a problem with bar chords, try this exercise. Okay, put your index on the first fret, try to get it clean and move it up. Okay, the tension gets lesser as you move up and come back down. Okay, that'll be a good exercise. Okay, so we were on the 6, which is actually a B minor, right? Now we're going to the 2 of the key of D, and that will be E minor. we're going to play it as an E major. Okay. So a quick recap. Let me go back just one time. Once again. Amazing grace, right? How sweet, oh sweet, the sound that saved a wretch. We're going to the 5. Like me. Yep. Remember, we need to switch that 5 to a 7 chord. So this will be your A7 or A dominant 7. Okay, so I'm on the what do you call it, the B string and the D string, both at the second fret. Okay, so just repeat everything again. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, go straight to the 5. But now, for I see. Back to the 1. Now you met some stubborn folks and they're like, nah, we still are not cool with those keys. We want to sing in the key of B. Oops, no capo. What are you gonna do? Okay, so you need to play back chords. Okay, so if, like I said, if this is like too much for you as a beginner, you can just learn it in C. You know, pause the video, go learn it, and then come back and learn these other keys. Okay. All right, but for you intermediate guys, yes, let's proceed. Okay, so we're going to do it in the key of B this time. So just play your B, if you know your B back chord. Amazing. Okay, some folks do this. Amazing. Now it has to be a 7 chord, right? So here's your B7. See that? Yeah. Amazing grace. Okay, to your 4, how sweet, E major, back to the B, the sound. Now we're going to the 6, the C. Okay, so that will be a G sharp minor. To the 2, your 2 is going to be a C sharp minor, but we're going to play it as a major, so that will be C sharp major. Okay. Got any questions? Please comment below. Okay. All right. Or you could do that. Then go to your 5 line, which is an F sharp major. Now we're going to switch that to an F sharp 7. What do? Just take off the pinky. See how easy that is? So once again, if you got it up to this point, just repeat the same thing. But I'm going to do a quick recap right from the 1. Okay, so here we go. Watch closely. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Yeah, I get it. This is quite advanced for most of you. Intermediate, should I say intermediate 1 or intermediate 2? Okay, so if you got it up to this point, once again, just a repetition of the same chords. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, the 5, and now for I see. The 1. All right, so I hope that wasn't so tough. Just practice it and you're gonna get it. Okay, so yes, so look out for the guitar review I mentioned at the beginning of this video. I mean, I'm really shocked at the quality of these guitars and at this price. Okay, and I'm currently a Yamaha dealer, so if you want any of the FG series, I mean, they're incredible guitars. And you can get them for like really, really low from me. Okay, now if you check the price of the FS 830, for example, is right about $350. You can get it from me for as low as $200. Okay, so if you live in Ghana, you need to convert that to Ghana cedis and see how much that is. Okay, but if you live outside Ghana, shipping and all that. So I don't know if that makes sense. That would make sense to get it from me. Yes. So this is the FS830. Yes, I've also got the same thing in sunburst. Okay, what is a violin burst? And my very favorite is actually this guy. Okay, this is the FG830. This is a bold statement, but I think it's the best sounding acoustic guitar I've ever played, and I own some pretty expensive guitars. Okay, this is like so if you want to hear it, subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to try playing some stuff. These are old strings, so but it still sounds good. Been a while I tuned it. It stays in tune pretty good. I'm getting carried away, sorry. Okay, so it's an incredible guitar, right? It's just really, and the intonation, man, the intonation is just crazy, man, because I wasn't expecting that at this price range. I'm going to play something quickly, okay, and then sign out. Okay, oh my. Usually the G, if the G is in tune, the E is like slightly out of tune. If you've been playing for a while, you know what I'm talking about. Okay? Listen to the D, C, okay, up here, perfect intonation. Let's go down there. Let's go way up. Still great intonation, even when you use a capo. Okay, so I'm not editing this side of the video so you can see, it wasn't like I cut the video and then tune it and then play it again. I just put on the capo, right? Listen to the E, D, anywhere up the neck. I mean, I'm really surprised. I don't know if I got a good one or I don't know what's happening, but my impression on these guitars is really very positive, like now as I'm talking to you now. Okay, so if you want one of these, just hit me up and I'll get one in your lab so you can play it for yourself. Okay, all right, thanks for watching till the end. Have a wonderful day, night, whenever it is. Bye.